Do I want to rent a giant billboard in Ridgetown that just says, and put up a giant "Just Eat Okra" sign? Yes, but only if we can have dudes on there going like this. Alright, hey everyone, we're back. Look how anyone can just walk in here.
So this used to be the control device for the drawbridge. But it looks like its insides have been replaced with something else.
Oh yeah, I remember Daddy telling me about this. This drawbridge hasn't been used for decades now, so the control room doesn't work, and the power's been disconnected. A password that requires 3 letters?
It's got H's on it, so it's like a...
Looks that way.
What's this then? There's an H on the top, bottom, and left sides of the leftmost panel.
like a chemical.
Patty, trial and error won't get us anywhere. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, which makes for 17,576 different combinations if we use 3 of them. Let's try something more efficient.
I know that. I was just fiddling with it. So, what do you want to try, Agent York?
Password has also come.
Just leave this to Zach and I. Zach, this password may look complicated at first glance, but you needn't worry. This is a chemical formula. A challenge from Professor R. The H that's tattooed all over the leftmost panel stands for hydrogen. In other words, the leftmost panel represents the molecule you get when 3 hydrogen atoms merge. All we need to do is figure out which chemicals go in the remaining panel. Try reviewing what we know. We spoke to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans, filled the Holy Allah, then found the giant lady's finger pointing toward the entrance to the Forbidden. After we met the 17 comrades, we encountered that ominous red tree. There was sap dripping out from the red tree's trunk, wasn't there? That must have been a metaphor for wood vinegar. Then, in order to fill the Holy Allah, we went to the reservoir. The water tower represents a distillator, and the water represents coolant. Wood vinegar, distillator, and water, Zach. Figured it out yet? The chemical formula is CH3OH, methanol. It's got to be COH, starting from the left in that order. Methanol is highly flammable and used as the base ingredient in formaldehyde. This has Professor R's name written all over it. That oracle really sent us on a roundabout mission this time. It almost feels like we're playing a video game here. Talk about stupid.
City of Heroes. Co! Instead of come. Co!
That must be the entrance to the Forbidden, Zach.
Okay.
You can't touch that!
Too late for that, Avery.
Smarty pants scientist said no.
Avery Smith.
Drawbridge don't work no more. The machine's junk. Yup.
You're right, Avery, but don't worry. I got permission to touch it.
Permission? Agent York, you got permission?
That's right. Permission from the President of the United States.
The President? Oh, he's a smarty pants. Okay. I didn't see nothing. Yup. Won't tell no one neither.
There's Petty growling at him.
Hey, Agent York, are you really going in there?
Yes, I have to, for the sake of the investigation.
I'm getting kinda scared.
That's a rare word to hear coming from your mouth, Patty. I don't see much in there aside from some overgrown weeds, do you?
No, that's not it. I'm not scared of the weeds. I'm scared of what you'll find, Agent York.
You don't need to worry, Patty. You're my precious assistant, remember? I promise I'll protect you, no matter what happens.
He already said he doesn't think Avery's the giant, so while he could be, they kind of gave us the impression that that was not the case. So Patty's gonna die. I don't think so.
Patty, the truth is, when I first saw Okra Boy, I remembered something horrific. The most evil monster I've ever seen, in fact.
A
William?
monster?
He's gonna give her movie trivia.
Oh yes, a demon incarnate who plunged New York City into mortal fear. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Marshmallow?
Ghostbusters, 1984, directed by Ivan Reitman. Now that's a film that was filled to the brim with bona fide horror, a true masterpiece that boasted an honest depiction of just how frightening a real ghost would be. Even if you watched it now, I'm sure it would still chill you to the bone. First night I watched it, I was too afraid to go to the bathroom alone, so I made Zach come with me.
He made Zach come with him.
The door.
It's chain link. You can climb it. Yeah. But not when we're in the other world. Snarf, snarf. Didn't... See, now I'm just picturing us like firing at nothing and Patty's here just like, the fuck? This is a new enemy.
Curse you.
Jesus. Just burning through bullets. That's just a naked chick, by the way. She's face down, ass up. Well, now she's ass down, face up.
Are you in pain? Your power.
The bizarre new enemy. Oh, she isn't actually naked. That was enough to open up the control cabin. That didn't go at all how I planned it, but... We've arrived at the drawbridge control room. We know Patty isn't going to die in this game because she's still alive in the future, presumably. Unless there's a different Patricia that we don't know about? Yes.
Zach, I think we found a
Patty under the
laboratory.
curtain. Do you see that? She's a fucking curtain over her head. There. Okay, we definitely found a laboratory. Laboratory. Inspection start. Alright. We can only investigate one thing, so.
Ugh.
Yeah, stomach, a brain, and a penis.
A research log. No, it looks more like a journal. Look, Zach. This belonged to Lena Doman.
I'm leaving behind this research journal for the one who will carry on my plan.
A professor to the very end. This book is filled with all sorts of detailed notes.
A stomach, a brain, and an anus. All parts to craft an artificial peanut.
She studied abroad during school, most likely in order to get as far away from her father's prejudice as possible. Abroad, she studied chemistry and fire dynamics, then cultivated the groundwork for Sang Rouge. If what's written in this journal is to be believed, Sang Rouge is a naturally derived substance. That must mean it's something akin to ayahuasca, the hallucinogen found in the Amazon region. But Sang Rouge wasn't actually produced here. It appears that a special environment is necessary to summon the Red Demon.
Ayahuasca, yes. We had a teacher in college who liked to talk about potentially taking ayahuasca.
Zach, look at this. It says that when Lena was still known as Lenny, she once fell in love with a woman. She fell in love with her older sister. That matches up with what PJ mentioned just before he died. And apparently, they had a daughter. The Clarksons' family tree is far more complicated than I could have imagined.
You can say that again.
And here it says that the Clarksons' older daughter later fell in love with someone in town and got married. Then she must still be somewhere in this town.
This is how Patty's
Hey,
gonna find
Patty,
out.
did you know about all this?
I don't know.
This entry is from right after she became Lena. Zach, what could this mean? A salesman passing through town gave me an epiphany that changed my life.
There he is.
She didn't create Sang Rouge until after she met this person. And from that point onward, she started fanatically worshipping someone. She also ceases to mention anything more about her older sister, and the word goddess of fertility starts appearing everywhere.
Walkie-talkie.
The final entry, written just before she headed to the Clarksons' house. No one can stop my plan, not even me. My only worry now is P. I only pray the fool king can stop him. Zach, it looks like we've uncovered yet another new character. Who's the Fool King? This is starting to read like a badly written tragedy. And P. It appears that Lena's worried about whether or not the Fool King will be able to stop our investigation and successfully murder this P character. P. Philip? Or Professor? No. It can't be. Oh. Whew.
Oh.
No! Don't kill him!
Oh.
E. Patricia. Also, how did he get in here without us hearing the door open? We never met Forrest. At least not here. But it is a little weird that he wouldn't draw the connection of there being a salesman involved
Hi
in
there,
both
Hoondan.
cases.
Long time no see. This is definitely your simplest oracle by far. Patty. Now it all makes sense. Zach, we need to hurry back to the hotel and put all this in order.
Also, Patty was still standing behind York when he first woke up, yeah. Vector, would you date Hoongan? Hoongan did nothing wrong. Might be why he was so interested in FK appearing in his coffee at the start of the first game. No, I wouldn't expect him to commit to the relationship. That's very mature of you. Oh, okay. I didn't want to ride my skateboard anyway. Wow, it really doesn't want me skateboarding through here. I will skateboard through here if I want to, game. It really does not want me to skateboard. Oh, the gate's open.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tons. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove him to the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift.
Sorry, I already heard that one. I just wanted him to mention the French kisser again. What if you could only see Hoongan while he's in the mirror, too? I'm gonna fucking fart. Gonna stay.
We found many new truths hidden in Lena Doman's journal, and some of them went far beyond our wildest dreams.
I don't know if I did, actually. I might have.
First, we should clear up who PJ's first daughter is. She was a complete mystery until now, but after reading Lena's journal, I became convinced of something. She still lives somewhere in this town. Lena's journal stated that this woman married someone from the same town. Did you figure it out yet, Zach? Who is PJ Clarkson's first daughter?
Alexis Jawara. Candy Woods. Lise Clarkson.
Yes, Melvin's beloved wife and the most beautiful woman in town, Candy. She's PJ Clarkson's first daughter, which means that just like Galena, Candy also carries his blood. Now we know why Melvin said that Galena was a beauty who could attract a lot of attention. Candy had no interest in the inheritance and was also sexually liberated. That must be why PJ ended up coddling Lena so much. Candy is supposedly sick, but she's now become a key person in our case. She must be why Melvin's gone missing. Melvin's beloved wife, Candy, committed a transgression in her past. Zach, what was it?
She henpecked Melvin. She had intercourse with her father and intercourse with her brother.
That's right. Candy had intercourse with Lena. Then she gave birth to a child.
Why did they have him not say her own sibling?
A child that we know very well.
Weird that that wasn't voiced.
We never heard any mention of her biological father anywhere in town, despite how much these country folk love to spread rumors. I knew there had to be some secret connected to her birth, but I never thought it'd be something like this. It's beyond anything I ever could have imagined, Zach.
Where do you get this picture
Next
of
up
Candy?
is the Fool King, Zach.
Oh wait, he took it from Melvin's truck.
All you need to do is pick out the person who acted most like a fool when we encountered them. Honestly, the answer is clear. And it's a painful one to accept, isn't it, Zach?
Danny Clarkson, Chuck Thompson.
Melvin. He's got to be the Fool King. The way he's acted from the moment he located Lisa's body up to now. The way Galena was murdered, silenced, without any resistance. His discord with the Clarksons. The words PJ left behind. And the engineer boot prints we saw at the discovery site. It feels like the missing puzzle pieces are all falling into place now. But why did he decide to take part in Lena's plan? According to Patricia, he seemed to be avoiding Lena. There's no way he actually could have believed that the goddess of fertility would come and save the town. Oh, so that's it, Melvin. As you nursed Candy, you too became corrupted by Sang Rouge. Drugs rob people of their judgment. They slowly but surely eat away at their users. That's most likely the reason it took Lena so long to enact her plan. I don't know what to say, Zach. This is absolutely unbearable. Lena fell in love with her older sister Candy, and the two of them had intercourse. But afterwards, Lena realized that there was a disparity between her body and her mind, and descended into suffering. Finally, Lena left home and decided to live on as Professor R. Meanwhile, Candy fell in love with Melvin, which led to her leaving home as well. I could only guess that Lena and Candy's relationship continued after they left home. Then, their strange love transformed into something else that bound them together in a powerful new way. Lena must have periodically delivered Sang Rouge to Candy as offerings to the goddess of fertility. It's hard to keep going with this, Zach. You know where it's all leading, don't you? If Lena's plan was to kill off every last Clarkson aside from her goddess, then her next target is PJ's last living descendant. She's in danger. We need to hurry.
We need to stop Melvin and Candy. Yay, I got $10 for that. It's a good thing he leaves this all on the wall for anybody to walk in and see.
Zach, the climax is upon us. Whoever hit me in that control room sure wasn't holding back. The blow was so devastating that I passed out instantly. There aren't many people who could do that. Oh, they hit me right in my head, so my memories are fuzzy. Not my finest hour, to say the least. Now, what should we do next? First, we're going to need to refresh ourselves a little. Sunbathing, Zach. Let's go bask in some liquid sunshine that's just as hot as the sun out there.
Well then. So, we were right about her parentage. I called the Candy relationship right from... Oh, okay. I'll be ready in 17 hours. I called the Candy relationship to the Clarksons right off the bat. Liquid sunshine is what PMAC calls P. get the liquid sunshine? Shower's gonna break again, probably. Alright.
What can you do with all this pee?
I guess the coffee shop up there. But I don't know if that's actually right. There's the owl bar.
Now that's what I'm you can't get, so make sure. Thanks, mister. Next time you...
Hey there, Chef. How's it going?
You still here, Mr. FBI? How long you plan on staying in town for? After what happened at the Clarksons, the case must be closed, yeah?
Not quite, Chef. Our work isn't complete just yet.
Oh, yeah? Well, what can I get you?
May I trouble you for a cup of coffee? As hot as this blistering midsummer sun. Passionate and ferociously fragrant.
Huh? Are you out of your mind, mister?
I'm dead serious.
I will have you know this is a high-class establishment, and I'm the presiding chef here. I'd never served such a low-class beverage. All folks can drink here is a melody of rich, robust leaves. Tea. And tea alone. If you fixing to drink that muddy water, you'll have to go on over to my little sister's
It
restaurant.
is his sister.
Or would you like to switch over to tea?
Thank you for your offer, but I'll have to decline, Chef. I said I want coffee, and I meant it. That hot, bitter, dark, maddeningly odoriferous muddy water.
Well, then you free to do as you like. But you ain't gonna be drinking it here. That's for sure.
Zach, I seem to have mistaken our chef here for a more open-minded person. Oh well, it'll cost us a bit of time, but let's head over to Alexis's.
Now, York loves coffee. That's been his thing. I mean, it could be hot showers, but I'm fairly certain it is coffee. Also, we finally have our answer. Alexa is his little sister. Which is also still pretty hilarious that they love and hate the opposite ends of the food. Oh my god. I will shit everywhere if she tells me she only serves coffee on Wednesdays. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment with more Deadly Premonition. Don't go anywhere, guys.